What's up, Rangers Nation, and welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers Report. And in this video, we are going over a draft prospect and none other than Jack Leiter. In my opinion, he could be the best prospect in this entire draft. In my opinion, it probably is the best pitcher in this draft. You could argue that Marcelo Meyer might be the best player. You could argue that Kumar Rocker might be the best pitcher, or Jackson Jobe, the high school pitcher, might be a better pitcher than Jack Leiter. But I think that the Rangers should target Jack Leiter as the number 2 overall pick in the 2021 draft. Jack Leiter has done it all this year. He has dominated at college. This is his second year at college because he's a freshman last year. This is his sophomore campaign, and he is eligible to be drafted because he is 21 years of age. He dominated off his college competition, and he dominated in the College World Series, coming off a strong performance, and he put his team in a good spot to win it. And I think that performance against Mississippi State could really boost his draft stock. And if you look at the measurables, he's only 6'1", so it's a little small, but I think he draws some comparisons to Sonny Gray just based off of his stature. And if you look at his tools, he has loads of tools. You're looking at a guy who could be an ace in the rotation, and once he gets drafted, it might only take him 2 years to reach the majors. I think that is a really good timetable for the Rangers, because if you look at some of their prospects, most of their best prospects are at Frisco, and usually when they're in Frisco, I would say that's a 2 to 3 year timetable, hopefully, to reach the majors. Jack Leiter has a fastball that ranges from 90 to 95 miles per hour, but it plays up because of the advanced metrics like the horizontal break. So usually what the horizontal break is, that usually means how it travels upwards. And he also has some good spin on his fastball. So whenever you have a higher spin rate, obviously you guys know the MLB is cracking down on this, but a spin rate helps generate a lot more swing and miss. And he has really good feel for his curveball. He has good feel for all his pitches, his curveball, his slider, his changeup, and he locates them all really well. I mean, he's just a stud of a prospect, in my opinion. However, one of the caveats is I think the Boston Red Sox really want Jack Leiter, and I think he wants to play for the Red Sox. So I feel like in order for the Rangers to draft Jack Leiter, I think we would have to pay overslot money on him. And if you look at the Rangers draft trends, the Rangers haven't drafted overslot in the first round in quite some time. But if the Rangers really feel like Jack Leiter is worth it, then I feel like they will pay him maybe a few extra $1,000 or maybe $1 million extra to go out and get him. In my opinion, I think he is a stud. I think he could be an ace in the rotation, because I think this rotation could be nasty if we get Jack Leiter. We have Cole Winn, and Dane Dunning has been pitching pretty well. He hasn't been consistent this year, but he could be a 3, he could be a 4. And then we have some guys in the system. We have Ricky Vanasco. He's injured right now, but he has some good stuff. We have Hans Krause. We have Yeri Rodriguez. We have Ronnie Henriquez. We have AJ Alexi. A lot of those guys, I don't know if necessarily there will be starters their entire careers, but maybe we try them out at the starter and we'll see what we have. We also have Colby Allard right now. We have John King, who we're trying out as a starter. And we also, we always sign really good veteran guys like Kyle Gibson and Mike Minor, Lance Lynn. So maybe we sign another veteran guy and he becomes a stud in his late 30s. That would be nice. We haven't done too well with trading for veterans, but you never know. But honestly, I get it, or if you guys think that drafting Jordan Lawler would make sense, he's a Texas guy. We could probably get him right at slot value, maybe under slot value, or maybe Henry Davis, the best college bat in the draft. But I think Jack Leiter makes so much sense for the Rangers. He could be a quick flyer through the minor leagues. He has so much track record, and even with his dad being a former All-Star, he's been around the game for so long. But I think the biggest caveat would be that the Red Sox are a big fan of him. I think he wants to play for the Red Sox, but obviously money changes a lot of people's minds, and if you go over slot for him, I think Jack Leiter might change his mind. And maybe the Rangers are worried about taking a pitcher early on because they've had a lot of unsuccessful draft picks taking pitchers early, like Cole Reagans. He's pitching well for Hickory, but he's already had 2 Tommy John surgeries, or Dylan Tate back in 2014, I believe, or Chichi Gonzalez. So maybe they're a little scared to take a pitcher, but I think for the Rangers, Jack Leiter should be the for sure fire first round pick for the Rangers. And I think he should be there because other reports say that Pittsburgh wants to take a shortstop with their first overall selection, and a lot of the reports say it should be Marcelo Meyer. So I think Jack Leiter should be there, and I think the Rangers should take him. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, please do that right now because I'm your #1 source for Rangers content on YouTube. But with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.